Hello friends, today we will be learning about sorting. So what is sorting? Sorting is arranging a set of elements, say a set of numbers in ascending or descending order, right? So in Excel we have some ready-made tools through which we can do it. For example, here we have a sorting command, right? So sorting from top to bottom or bottom to top, like ascending or descending, right? Now this has some limitation. For example, if we sort this number, those numbers are actually vertically, right? If we sort it, as you see, the first number is not sorted, is not considered in the items to be sorted, because this is treated as a header for this column. On the other hand, if you have horizontal data, if you try to sort them using this ready-made tool, Excel cannot sort the numbers horizontally, right? So suppose we want to do it, so we can use a custom command like sort horizontally. If I click a button and the numbers are sorted. Now how sorting happens, right? It happens behind the scene when you click on this button, right? But if you want to do sorting by yourself, like this one, as I did, you have to know some algorithm how sorting is done, right? For doing sorting, there are few algorithms. Those who don't know algorithm, what is the meaning of algorithm? Algorithm is a, you can say, is a step-by-step process through which some goal is achieved. For example, our goal is to arrange the number in particular order, either from small to big or big to small. To achieve this, we have to do something, some process on these numbers, right? Now there are few algorithms. One of these algorithm is called bubble sort, which is the easiest one. May not be the best one, but easiest one to explain or understand. Now there are multiple videos on internet, YouTube particularly. For example, it takes two number at a time, compares them. If the first number, that is the number on the left hand side, is bigger than the number at the right hand side, so the position of them is being exchanged, and it is called swapping of the numbers, right? So that way what happens, as you see, the bigger number moves to the right. So when we do it repetitively, ultimately the biggest number moves to the becomes the rightmost, right? And that way when we repeat it many times, ultimately all the numbers get arranged in a particular order. We can reverse the logic of sorting, like instead of the when we compare the numbers, if we instead of comparing for greater number, if we check for lesser, it will be arranged in a opposite order, then it will become from bigger to smaller. Now after watching this video, okay, before moving ahead, so this is called a pseudocode for the logic. If you don't understand this logic, no problem, I am going to visualize this using Excel with a kind of animation. So let's understand. So this is called the complexity, the time complexity of this algorithm. Right now my focus is not to explain what is this. I am trying to explain the bubble sort algorithm in the most simplest way. Okay. Okay. Coming back to Excel. Now what happens? How the sorting happens? Now let us first randomize this number. So I have a button. Obviously, as you know, these are just buttons in Excel sheet, and there is a macro assigned to this button. Whenever I click, a macro is called, right? So there is a randomize macro. I wrote it. So there are few numbers. Now I want to sort them, arrange them. So obviously, which is the bigger one? If we see by eyes, 94 is the biggest. So 95, 94 actually, 94 should be on the rightmost position. Now we can do it manually, but I have written a algorithm, again a macro. Let us see how it happens. Let's start. So it checks two number at a time. If the left one is bigger than the right one, it swap their position. It is actually exchanging the values, and that way the biggest number moves to the right. And once it is in the rightmost position, so it becomes green. So when the numbers is being compared, they are blue. When it is detected that swapping is needed, it becomes red, and that way it continues. So in each iteration, the biggest number moves to the rightmost, and that way it iterates many times, and then finally all the numbers get sorted, right? So I hope you got the idea or the main logic behind sorting. Uh, there are some utility tools like shuffle. I can shuffle the numbers, uh, keeping the same number but changing the positions, and I can completely randomize their values as well as their background color, and then sort them again using bubble sort. I have implemented another algorithm called merge sort that I will be discussing in another video. Hope that time I don't have to explain what is sorting. I will directly jump into merge sort. So for this video, it's okay. Thank you. We'll be discussing merge sort in next video.